This week on Ozarks Live, we are honoring healthcare workers in the 417 all week long, and this Healthcare Week is brought to you by Midwest Technical Institute. So joining us now are local respiratory therapists Brittany Smith and Megan White. Ladies, how are you both doing?
We're good, thank you.
Okay, so we just kind of want to know a little bit about what you all do, kind of what an RT is, a respiratory therapist. So just kind of tell us that from the start. What is a respiratory therapist for people that don't know?
Okay, well, the respiratory therapist profession is very broad. So there's quite a few things that you can get into with it. Myself, I kind of went into the neonatal and pediatric side of things. With that, we do breathing treatments, we help run the ventilators. I think a lot of that kind of came into light after the pandemic.
Oh, absolutely.
And we deal with everything from premature babies to the elderly into the ER setting.
Yeah, and I know that everyone's kind of experience or reasoning for wanting to get into the medical field is different. So what would you say got both of you kind of into this world?
This actually was a second career for me.
Oh.
I was a business major, worked in doing some business stuff, and just did not like it. It was not fulfilling. So I quit that, went back to school, and
Kind of fell into this.
kind of fell into respiratory therapy. So
What's your favorite part of doing it? Why have you think you've stuck with it this long now?
it's something different every day.
Yeah.
I mean, we work in every area of the hospital, from the ER to the NICU, all the ICUs. And even outside of the hospital setting, there's home health, asthma, PFTs, different areas that you can get into. So like Brittany said, there's a very wide range of things that you can do, and no day is the same.
Which has to be great because you don't want to be, monotonous where it's very boring and things like that. So this really allows you to kind of have a different day every day. So when you were looking at all the different paths you could take, was that the main reason you went down this one?
I honestly I did a job shadow just because I wanted to kind of feel it out, and the hospital setting, and it just clicked. It just felt right, and I was like, okay, this is it. And ended up going to school here in Springfield at OTC, and it's been the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Would you say that's for you? Did you like that it was kind of a different environment every day?
Absolutely, and I think she kind of nailed it there. I wanted to be something, part of something bigger.
Yeah.
And for that, my heart lies in the kid area.
Yeah.
But with that, we're really blessed to be in this area here in Springfield. And not only our high schools are doing like GO-CAP programs, but the respiratory program here in Springfield at OTC is actually one of the best in the nation. Not only do they have the associate's program, but now they've actually added a bachelor's program. So we're really blessed in this area, in this community, to have that right here in Springfield.
Yeah.
And they're able to get involved with all the hospitals and the clinics in this area. And like she said, I went the kid route, but besides hospital, you do have pulmonary rehab. You have home health. You also have sleep lab. We both actually had the opportunity, and we still do, get to go ride in helicopters and ambulance to help, bring these sick patients back to the hospital. So it's very broad, and I think it's just really special to say it doesn't matter where you're at in your career or if you're changing, that the respiratory profession is growing. There's a huge and high demand for it. And you can do that right here in Springfield and, be part of one of the best programs here offered to us.
Well, I think that's amazing that, especially for your story, you were looking at a different path and you were like, it's not fulfilling. So to be able to find what Springfield offers, which is a lot of opportunities for healthcare, had to have been just a really reassuring thing when you walked into it.
It was. Now 15 years into it, this will be,
Just
what I retire from. So it's been great.
So if there's someone out there that's maybe interested in being an RT, but it's like, I don't really know if this is for me, why would you encourage them to kind of take that jump and really explore what this could be?
I think taking advantage, even these high school students, when they have these programs, they're shadowing, they're going in, and they're really finding out what our profession does.
Yeah.
They get that hands-on experience.
Absolutely, and to see like what fits for them and what doesn't fit for them. And for me, I also went from bedside to educator, now a supervisor. So it's endless, the opportunities, and it opens up even bigger roles for that. A lot of our peeps came here, and now they teach at the colleges, and they're just helping grow and expand. And we're learning something each and every day.
Yeah.
It is a great field.
The education never ends.
It never ends, and when it does, that's probably time for me to step back.
Well, that's incredible. Well, also we want to mention this week is brought to you by the Midwest Technical Institute, so you should visit midwesttech.edu. We should have a QR code that's about to pop up on screen. They've got information on all different kinds of programs, as well as a career fair coming up, so check that out if you're interested in entering the medical field. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thanks for sharing your stories. I really love hearing about that.
Yeah.